Good morning, guys, from Frankfurt Airport. I just landed here from San Francisco on the 747. Go check that video out. But now I'm going to be continuing on to Katowice, Poland. I almost said Krakow. This is a new airport for me, and this is aboard Lufthansa's CRJ-900, part of their CityLine fleet. It's one of their smallest jets in the fleet, so if not their smallest. So it'll be very interesting. Let's go to... where do I got to go here? Passport control probably, because they haven't checked my passport yet. Let's go. That's all for COVID screening. I really hope I don't have to go on that line. Seems like they're all going somewhere though. Maybe Asian flight. Not that I'm racist or anything.
Traveling through the country of Germany in the year 2021 was by no stretch of any imagination an easy process whatsoever. Every turn I took was another long line, checking for the exact same thing.
All for COVID. Okay, that one did not have my flight on it, but I am at the B gates. So I'm just following the A, B, C, D, E signs. I would not want to stand in a COVID line like that. God, Europe is even worse. I've connected through FRA quite a bit in my travels. This is not one of my favorite airports. If I had to choose one in Germany, Munich. It's more modern and much simpler to get around. This is like a labyrinth. Not as bad as Heathrow, but it's bad. Okay, I think I can find my flight on this board. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. 12:20. Katowice, gate A4. Okay, they switched my gate again.
Something European airports tend to do quite frequently. At this point, I still hadn't had my passport checked, but eventually I could see the signs for border control right up ahead.
Okay, obviously I cannot film customs, but I do have an EU passport, Polish passport, so I think I should have a much quicker experience here. Oh yeah. Oh, the wonders of an EU passport. It just saved me 20 minutes. Anyways, any of you watched my last video when I talked about the duty-free shops? What'd I tell you?
For some reason, I got to pass up every line there was, both for COVID and for customs. So I was home free to head to my gate without any more delays. Frankfurt Airport is Lufthansa's largest hub, so no matter where you look outside, you're gonna find that classic yellow bird logo.
So knowing this airport, I think it's pretty much guaranteed my gate is a bus gate. It is what it is, but I am kind of thirsty. I'm gonna try to find some Fanta, and it's not the same as in the US. It's like a soda orange juice. Let's see if they have it here. Oh my god, they got Fanta. Guys, look at that. They got it. Yes. Tony. Well, they just made an announcement saying there's a delay, and I kind of figured because boarding was supposed to be at 11:40 and it's now 12:05, 15 minutes till departure. Not really sure what she said, kind of hard to understand, but some kind of delay with the plane. 10 minutes later, ready to board. 12:16, 4 minutes till departure. Won't be that late probably, can make up some time. There we go. Bus ride. What else is new?
Bus is departing. Please hold on a few seconds wait.
As I suspected, a short 5-10 minute bus ride was required to get us out to our puddle jumper this morning. Obviously, I'd much rather have a jetway gate, but these rides do give you tremendous views of a lot of airport activity.
Right, from one of Lufthansa's largest planes to their smallest one.
Lufthansa CityLine CRJ-900 has a total of 79 bookable seats on board, with 11 of those designated as business class and 68 as economy. It is the only Canadian aircraft model the airline owns, and is used mostly for these short regional European treks with a max range of 2,100 kilometers. Business class passengers up front here get 2 seats to themselves as one is blocked off, but I'd argue mine is probably better than up here.
Alright, I scored an emergency exit room, which on the CRJ is amazing.
I will check out the other non-exit row seats once in the air for the legroom aspect, but all seats are the same in terms of cushion, and, well, there isn't much, especially for your back. But surprisingly, these seats do recline a few inches. Tray tables in the exit rows are located in the armrests, which I'll also demonstrate later on. Legroom is the big thing here. As you can see, no problem whatsoever for 6-foot me. The safety card is found ahead, and while I was shooting this, the flight attendants came by asking for verbal yeses from us exit row passengers, to which I said, yes. The netted seat back pocket in front is reasonably sized. I could fit most of my loose articles in there with no problem, and a literature slot is fixed into the seat up top. Our load was pretty light this morning over to Poland, so not long after I boarded and filmed this little scene here, the door closed and we were off.
Lufthansa Airlines flight to Katowice. The flight time will be approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Disco deck. Behold, the tray table. In my seat, it's able to fold out halfway or the entire way, and will be of great use later on to hold the many items I'll receive from Lufthansa on this hour flight. While I wait for that, and since I'm not extremely tired on this flight as I usually am on last legs like this, I fiddled around on my phone to see if there's any Wi-Fi or entertainment available, and to my disappointment, no, there wasn't any. So, I looked out the window some more until, booyah! Here comes a cart. Everyone on board received a free, actually normal-sized, water bottle, and that would be it as far as drinks and snacks. Everything else was buy on board. So, me being from the US, this is pretty normal for our flights, but having flown Lufthansa throughout my life, they did used to hand out a little meal even on these short hops, so definitely was a bit disappointed to see Lufthansa cutting costs here and looking a little more like ultra low cost carrier.
Tight, as usual. This is full height. Can't even stand tall here. So snacks on board cost money. The only thing that's free is water, which, I mean, it's only like a 50-minute flight, so it is what it is.
Besides the tightness, it's a pretty generic airplane lav. There are 2 on board, but the forward one is reserved for business, henceforth why I'm here in the back.
Please contact the cabin crew now. We will distribute them to you and collect them prior landing and hand them over to local authorities after landing. Thank you.
What is that?
Since I was in the back and there being a bunch of empty seats, I scooted my butt in one to check out what a normal economy seat's legroom is, and
A bit tighter. Much tighter.
before we started our descent into Katowice, and to my surprise, the flight attendants gave everyone a goodbye little chocolate bar, a nice gesture even if the regular stuff is now buy on board. I've done this whole US to Poland trip now countless times in my life, but believe it or not, this was my first solo European trip. Of course, I was meeting family on the ground, but it was very interesting doing the whole thing myself. Probably the first of many, if I may say so myself. As for Lufthansa and the CRJ-900, I'll give my final thoughts inside Katowice airport, if they accept my COVID documents.
Thank you. Oh, I love me some emergency exit. I think this is the COVID stuff. Gotta get my COVID documents out. Just include easy. Okay, got all my bags. I'm good to be in Poland. I tell you what, for the first international travel in 2 years, this was so easy. Especially if you have a EU passport. I know not everybody has it. Okay, and this will conclude my flight to Poland. Very nice experience also on Lufthansa's CRJ-900. Obviously, it's not their best product. For an airport like this, that's what they're gonna get. It's not that big. That's their smallest plane, and it wasn't even half full. I'll be spending 3 days here before I have to go back to San Francisco. So I'll try to do some vlogs and show a little what I do here. So thank you very much for watching, and catch you on the next one.